Now I'm recording. Spent an awfully lot of time setting the shot. I hate it. Anyway, okay. Well, just an update. School already started, and as you know, I did enjoy my summer. The summer was fabulous, and I traveled to Songyuan and met my friend Campbell, and met my other friend Boo from London. Hi Boo, love ya. The reason why I had a very disturbing end to my spring term, was punctuated by a very let's say unhappy incident. It turned out that the school, according to them, is cutting back on their class loads for foreign teachers like me here in this university. And unfortunately, one of my classes are being cut down. So for this term, since there are 2 of us in that department, they only have 1 class for both of us. And that's how my spring term ended. And it was very disturbing to me. I was very troubled about it. And so I just can't wait for summer to start. And when summer started, I just went, oh, scoot out of here, you know. But now that I return, I still have to face the same problems. Isn't it funny that when you run away from your problems for a while, you just run away knowing that you still have to come back to it. So you just gather strength and, you know, hopefully you will be able to tackle it head on a lot stronger and a lot braver. Well, that happened to me. I was refreshed, rejuvenated, and I was really ready to fight another day. That kind of lasted for just a month. So when September started for the autumn and winter term, I have to face it head on, that problem, and it still turned out to be a big problem. Nothing changed. The rejuvenation that I had lasted for just a month, and now I'm back to the gutters. Because it seems that the situation is getting worse and worse. And what is that situation? Honeys, I might be unemployed come next term. That's the thing that's been troubling me right now. Now, I am just, at first I was first in denial. I cried, I bawled my eyes out. Okay, what happened was, the second week after school started, one of the officers here, administrative officers here, talked to me already, and she actually suggested that I have to think about next term, you know, if I will still be here, you know, and she gave me a very dark scenario for next term, telling me that there might be no change in next term. They might not be able to find any loads or teaching loads for me. So basically, I got the axe. That's how I interpret it. What I hate about these officers, sometimes some of them talk in a strange code or language. Especially if you're in a foreign country, you have to deal with their culture and shit, you know. And you just can't do anything about it because you're bound, because you are in another country. If this happened to me in the Philippines, I would have raised hell and all those things. But have to follow and observe how they do things. So in this case, I think it's a cultural thing or something, but she was trying to save me from, the utter humiliation of being told that you're fired. Okay? So she's like sending me these mixed signals of hope and despair, which I hate, because I'd rather be told that I'm fired. Okay, I'd rather be told that I'm fired rather than be saved from, the feeling of humiliation that somebody's firing you. It's got the wrong signals already. I was thinking in my mind, okay, don't give me this. You have to think about next term singing, and then after a while she will say, don't worry about it, we'll fix this. And what is there to fix? In the first place you're given, she is, okay, I'm imagining that the camera is her right now. So, don't be surprised if I just hurl this cleaver to you. Okay, and interspersed, in that whole conversation was this reassuring words of hope, saying, do not worry, we'll get to fix this. I will cooperate with you in whatever way I can. And don't you just hate that? Mixed signals. I hate it in love relationships. I hate it in family relationships. And I hate it in work relationships. Oh, there's another thing, another wonderful thing. Yeah, it was kind of surreal, dark comedy happened to me. After she told me that, okay, after the conversation, I was going out of the office already. Actually, she said, okay, thank you very much for coming here. And I told her, yes, thank you too. It's not exactly good news, but thank you. And I was being sarcastic, and she was like, oh, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And she went with me to the door of the office, and by the door she just stood there, and I was already off on my way. She was calling out to me, saying, don't worry about this, please don't worry, we're going to fix this. And right at that moment, I had this Ally McBeal moment, when something is going on in your mind while the reality is just happening. I was thinking, I was really thinking of getting my shoes and just throwing it at her, hurling it at her, because it's like, stop saying don't worry, bitch, because I am worried. I just didn't expect that I'm going to turn 32 soon. I just didn't expect that I would be in this situation, and I would feel again the feeling of being unemployed. There's this encroaching fear in me right now. And what you're seeing right now in this vlog, I'm being happy faced and I'm cooking and everything. All of this is just to compensate for the dark feeling within me. I feel helpless. I feel helpless about the situation. I went back to my room, keeping a brave face, started cleaning, and it was so, I was like floating into this, other dimension, and I was cleaning and everything, and I was trying to keep my head up, trying to forget, and after that, I just can't take it anymore. I called my friend, Phil. The first thing I had in my mind was to tell him, Phil, please come here. I think she gave me the axe, she being the officer. And then after that, Phil came, and that was it. I just lost it. I just cried, and cried. And for the first time, I acknowledged somehow in my head that I actually had that conversation.